Welcome back, guys. Welcome. Obo here. And today we're going to continue our adventure in Rogue Trader using CRPG's build and guide in order to complete this game on unfair mode. As I said in the previous episode, this is a blind playthrough for me. I've never finished the game. I thought I would like to challenge the game on unfair mode. I thought, how can I make that as enjoyable as possible? And then I saw Crpgbro's build, which I use for my main character, and I'm also using his guide using the noble officer build. Almost all of the other characters are also following his build, and so far I think using it is quite overpowered. The mistake that I've made in the previous episodes are due to his own stupidity, and it is because mainly of my inability to understand the game in general. So following now that I'm improving the game, still using his guide, I'm breezing past the game now. I haven't been challenged yet so far, so we'll see what the future holds for us, because sooner or later we are going to face another boss, right? So here I'm just buying some equipment, items to improve my boys here. I think the secret of this guide is not so much as the Psyker build for my main character. I think it comes down to the officer and the buff from him, which is the noble officer that I'm using here. I think most of the power is coming from him and Cassia, because Cassia is the buffing the enemies, and she is buffed by the officer bring it down, because whenever I'm using an ability that gives me an extra turn, basically it makes Cassia even more powerful. And when she hit enemy, and since her ability is mostly AoE, she's debuffing the enemy like crazy, and she hit hard like a truck. And of course the main quote-unquote damage dealer in the party is of course Argenta, which is buffed through the roof via Cassia and the noble, my noble character. And so far I haven't really used my main character yet, and also Pascal is still, I haven't seen his potentials yet so far, and I didn't really need it, but apparently he can get very powerful later on. We will see about that. And my main character also is not strong enough right now. He's just a side officer right now. He's a side character. He's just buffing our resolve alongside our noble, but apparently it will change soon-ish. By soonish I mean in Act 2, basically. because he still needs an item that allow him to cast an AoE ability that does not rely on psi rating, because that is the main problem of the Psyker. The Psyker start with a psi rating of 0, and most of his their abilities actually scale from psi rating. So at the start of the game, they are bound to be very weak. But that is not the case for Idira, because Idira is an unsanctified Psyker, so I believe she starts already with a psi rating of 1. But the problem with Idira, and my main issue with her, is with the peril of the warp, which is basically the wild magic surge equivalent from D&D, from the wild mage, which is whenever you use an ability, there is a chance that there will.
I'm not satisfied with that answer.
Repercussion, basically. Yes, here you're gonna get another party member, by the way. Enrix, he is a melee caster Psyker. How I'm going to build him is again following Crpgbro build. I'm gonna use him as an agility parry melee.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm going to use him,
you know who I am, and are in no
or
hurry to kill
I'm
me.
gonna stick with Abelard. Abelard is basically the heavy melee tank, and this guy is a dodge melee. He can tank pretty well apparently as well, and he's more versatile since he's a Psyker. He's a Biomancer Sanctifier Psyker.
I can influence living bodies.
So he could be a good replacement for Idira, but I can't take him if I have to keep Abelard. Personally, I preferred Abelard character, and I do like my tank to be a heavy melee, heavy armor, heavy weapon, two-handed guy, basically.
Whose actions affect millions of the Imperium subjects.
You're familiar with the works of Inquisitor Alistar the
Thinking of sticking with Abelard, basically.
Which a rebellion prevented me from fulfilling.
But yeah, we will see. Maybe I'll switch between them. But my party is basically complete right now. It's going to be Abelard, or Enrix, Pascal, my main character, the Noble, Cassia, and of course Argenta. That is basically the bulk of my build.
Perhaps
I think it's good enough. Perhaps in another playthrough where I'm not following anyone's build, because this is like a playthrough kind of challenge. I don't know,
the governor's people showed themselves to be unprepared for the perils of this place.
I'm looking forward to play this game again
that not all of the electro-priests
with
within these walls have perished.
But at that point I will have enough knowledge to go by. Because the problem right now, I have no knowledge of this game at all. I am not familiar at all with the Warhammer 40k at all. Never played the tabletop version. I know no rules, and I don't know anything at all. That is a lie. I know not quite, but a little bit of the lore. By a little bit, I mean I just watched on YouTube the basic, the story behind the Space Marine, the Rogue Trader, and the Emperor. So I know a little bit about the lore, but I'm no expert. I'm not an advanced at all. And about the rules of the game, that is the main part for me, because it is quite complicated, even in the calculation of the how an ability work is not that easy. It is not that easy in this game. The psycho rating times willpower added strength and so on and so forth. This game is not very beginner friendly, if you ask me. But to its credit, if you give it some time, and if you do actually read each ability, it explains it quite well. So this is not on the category of the CRPG, first CRPG game that you should play. It's not easy. I'm not really recommending it, but you have to begin somewhere. But if you've never played a CRPG before, I don't think this game is a good entry point. Like games like Baldur's Gate 3, I mean. Baldur's Gates 1 and 2 is not that easy as well. But in my opinion, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 is the best Baldur's Gate game, in my opinion. I know Baldur's Gate 3 has better gameplay, graphics, so on and so forth, and it is based on one of my favorite, not based, it is made by one of my favorite game developer, which is Larian Studio, because one of my favorite CRPG of all time is actually Divinity Original Sin 2. They took the gameplay of that game, basically adapted it with
beneath my feet.
Baldur's Gate, but I think not thinking really, but how can I put it? There are some stuff that I don't like about Baldur's Gate 3. I think it's too easy. It is very, very friendly as a game. But I think the main issue with that is not Larian, but it is the, how can I say it, put it, the version of D&D that it is based on, which is 5th edition.
Your struggles are in vain.
So yeah, I was going on a tangent right there, but back to this game. So yeah, right now we are doing the usual buffing Argenta with the noble. So basically that is what you're going to do. So as you can see here, look at those stats. That is just from the noble. And what you're basically doing next is give Argenta 4 turns so that it buff Cassia, but at the same time it buff Argenta even further. So it's a 2-on-1 basically. So yeah,
Be careful not to cross my
putting
gaze.
her up front because she can tank quite a bit.
I will triumph.
She can tank more than my
As the
noble,
Emperor
in
commands,
fact.
I act.
So here I'm trying to take down the enemies that will act
Doubt is for the weak.
first. So, unfortunately,
Approach is a prayer.
the other enemy that will act next is out of sight. So here you can see the willpower is already on 110 because of the extra turn that we provide. So here we are buffing Argenta even further. And also I'm going to buff Enrix a little bit, because I'm expecting the enemy from the right side to act next. Because as I said, the enemy on the corner right there is going to act first, and unfortunately we do not have an angle of attack on him, so we will have to make do with the others, basically.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
And here he comes indeed. So it's buried, as you saw there. And here I'm going to buff Enrix even further, just in case the RNG god decide to jinx me, because it happened a lot already. RNG is not really on my side. If it's not 75 above, basically means that I'm missing. And even then, 95. I'm missing a lot of 95. So here, again, we are going to give Argenta more turn, basically. Here I'm buffing Cassia just in case, because I know that I'm going to miss some shot.
I will triumph.
Even if it's 95%. Because that is just how it is.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
One thing also to note is that
Destiny
Argenta
reshaped.
is very dodgy.
Doubt is for the
She
weak.
has a lot of dodge because we are focusing on her agility. See there? I'm missing a 95.
Faith without... That is not the Emperor's will.
It is annoying, but it is what it is.
My Emperor.
So
Doubt
you
is for the
always have to be.
As the Emperor, you, my Emperor.
You
I'll do
have
it.
to be ready for those
Is a
miss.
prayer.
You're not cut with your pants down, as Major Slack said. So this will unlock the door where the tech priest head honcho is hiding. Here there is a little puzzle. Puzzle in all cat games is they are not interesting. They are annoying. If you've played Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous or Kingmaker, that Nenio's puzzle, it's the worst part of the game, in my humble opinion. So basically, I'm just looking it up online, basically. I don't care about it. It's not something thrilling, entertaining, in my opinion, so you just check it online. Puzzle is not the best part of this game. Best part is the world where it's built on, and the story and the combat. I think that is the strength of this game. Companion wise, so far they are okay, but based on my previous experience on Owlcat games, companion is not really that interesting. They are just extra body that will help you story wise and character development wise. It's not something like Baldur's Gate
Intriguing.
companion level, or better yet, Obsidian level companion, like Garrus and Rex and Liara and stuff. It's nothing
I
like
tread a
that.
path unexplored.
I think those are the best companion any game at all. I think no
Your
one can match it.
existence is naught
Like
but ashes.
Garrus.
Come to
Nope.
chaos.
I don't think I've ever seen any game that matched that. As a matter of fact, it's not just this game. And from Baldur's Gate, I think the best
Suits my purposes.
companion are what is it called? Edwin and Viconia, and that is something that I hate about Baldur's Gate 3 as well. I think that Larian did not do justice
I
on
have read
them,
tomes of military
and
tactics.
also Jaira. And what is it called? The big guy. The big guy with bow. I think those as well. I think it was not needed to put them in Baldur's Gate 3.
As the Emperor commands.
You're going to butcher the character to Minx. I do not like how Larian did develop
I need no guidance.
Jaira and the Minx, especially Viconia. She's my girl, and they just butcher it, which I do not understand. Larian made excellent companion before in The Red Prince.
Faith without
It was
deed is
amazing.
worthless.
Red Prince and the
Doubtless
elf
for the weak, none can
Sebil,
escape
the
Emperor's
assassin,
judgment.
and Losa. Those
the
were
Emperor
characters that
commands,
I
I
really
act.
liked. The only one that I did not like is Beast.
I'll do
Beast, I like the character, but did not like his build at all. I think Battle Mage in Divinity is absolutely terrible. I know there is the Spark melee build, but it's not fun and it's
God, Emperor,
hard to
move
pull off.
through me.
It's not
Be
that
the fire
effective.
in my heart.
But the one Fane is also interested. Is not amazing, but is
As
unique.
The Emperor commands, I act.
The only one that I did not like at all was the, what was he called? The ranger guy. Forgot his name. That's how bad it is. How bad he is, really. So yeah, here as you can see, back to
Ruin beckons.
this game again. Yeah, I'm doing that a lot, going on a tangent,
Doubtless for the
not
weak,
talking about this game at
none
all,
can escape the
because
Emperor's judgment.
yeah, combat wise, it's the same old
As the
buff.
Emperor
Argenta
commands, I
give
act.
off her with the
I'll
noble,
do it.
give her extra turn. The only thing that is going to change is when the game bugs. There is this bug where when Cassia gets her extra turn in Seize the Initiative. She's supposed to be
I will bathe this
only
battlefield in
able
righteous
to
fury.
use officer ability, but for some reason
This is why I was chosen.
she
As
does
the
not
Emperor
have access to
commands,
it,
I
and
act.
instead she's
Faith
blocked
without
from it.
deeds is worthless.
I don't
This
know
is why
why
I was
it's
chosen.
that, but if you know old cat game,
Strike
you should
is a
be
prayer.
familiar with bugs. It will be full of bugs, which is a shame
As the Emperor commands,
because it is
I
a
act.
very good game. They are basically the Bethesda of CRPG. CRPG in general are very buggy. It's in their nature because it's made by smaller company.
Doubt
But
is for the
even
weak.
then, Old Cat is on another level.
Sow the seeds of discord.
Yeah. Old Cat is basically the Bethesda of CRPG.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use. Let's see to it.
Going back to this game. The strategy is always the same.
Naturally.
Here we're just trying to get the last guy. He's annoying because he's behind that cover. So we
Let's see
have to
how they
move
respond to
Argenta
this.
basically forward. It's right behind there. We do not have a line of sight on him.
Guided by faith.
Have to use
I'll do it.
dash and run and
As the
gun to
Emperor
get
commands,
there.
I act.
So we can finally get him. Yep.
I'll do it. None can escape
And that's
the
all she
Emperor's
wrote,
judgment.
basically. And here I know I miss the check on the
A new
first
challenge for
reactor
me.
and the chest next to it. Not really next to it, but behind us there is a chest. I am
Embrace
aware of it,
true
but I
power.
miss it. I missed it, basically.
The light of terror shines for us.
Going to loot the place.
Easily
Carry on.
done.
This Explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
That was a problem for you. What ails
We
you?
are waiting for the spark
I'll
of
take it from
electricity to go away so we can move forward. Pay attention. It goes
Powers unseen uncover my
on a
path.
cycle, basically.
As it should be.
And now we're gonna tackle the enemies in the next room.
Successful.
They are quite numerous, but as you will see, we will we will
Let's seize the
quick
opportunity.
work of them, basically. Going to try to save this priest, tech priest. Of course, we're gonna go gun blazing here, because that's not the. That is the dogmatic way. We will discard Pascal suggestion. uh, I'm curious about how it's going to work if we actually do go with his word, basically, and decide to disguise ourselves. Don't know how it will go. It's something to see in another
The
playthrough.
absurdity of your struggle amuses me.
I'll turn you into corpse
Yeah.
starch.
Here, basically, we're going to try to place our people, especially Argenta, in a way that she can hit as much enemy as possible, and we will surround her with the allies. We'll place everyone around her. And yeah, I'm using the 3-3 formation, basically in 2 lines, because that will make our character
Not a problem for me.
go as further as possible. I'm even considering of making just 1 line so that everybody can in an optimal way. And yes, this is the bug where Siege the Initiative is not working properly, because here, instead of these abilities and navigator abilities, Cassia should only be able to use the officer archetype ability, so bring it down,
Emperor, give
basically.
me
But
strength.
it is what it is, so we'll have to make do. That's why I'm putting her always in a way that she can attack the enemies without hitting our own guys, basically,
Closer.
because I never know how, when, or how, what, where this bug will trigger.
I'll do it.
Here, as usual, try to take the closest enemies, melee enemies first, and then kill the kill the next
the
guy
Emperor
with a
keeps
weapon,
strike is a
basically, with a
prayer.
ranged weapon, basically.
I'll do it.
And here I
As the
did it
Emperor
backward.
commands, I
I
act.
should have used Revel in Slaughter before. Run and gun. Oh no, never mind.
None
I
can
couldn't
escape the
use it
Emperor's
because I did
judgment.
not kill
This
2
is
people
unacceptable.
yet. But yeah, we're giving Argenta even more
If I
turn
may,
so that she can feed
I'll
the
do it.
herd even further.
I will not.
We are gonna use the heroic act on her finest hour, so we do
I'll
not
show
want
you
her
why
to be
navigators
winded.
are feared.
Doubt is for the weak. Each stroke
Yeah,
is a prayer.
the cleanup process
Is
begins.
why I was chosen. Faith without deed eradicated. As the Emperor command can escape the Emperor's judgment. I'll do it. Eradicate it.
Yeah. They are
As
just
the Emperor
deleted,
commands. Doubt is for
just
the weak.
like that. You're making this build to build as much momentum as possible, basically. For this reason, here I'm going to take damage
I'm enraged.
because I used all my action point. Now we're going to show you to see basically
Battlefields are
why
always
Cassia
drowned
is
in
very
scarlet.
powerful.
Witness the
Just
fury
like
of
that.
House Orcelio.
Just like that.
I will
Our main
triumph.
character, on the other hand, he's not fully online yet. All he can do is basically
Descend upon the
off
weak.
our party and give extra turn because he can't do anything with his psycho side yet,
guides me.
because he does not have a psi rating,
I
and without
refuse.
psi rating,
I'll do
psyker
it.
are basically useless.
As the
Not
Emperor,
psyker, the psychic damaging ability.
none can
They are
escape
quite
the Emperor's
useless
judgment.
without psych.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
And here I'm missing a 95% again.
Destiny.
And that is
reshaped.
also another bug right there.
I'll do it.
Where
Each
she
strike
could
is a prayer.
attack
As the Emperor
more than
commands, I
once.
act. I'll do it. None can
Does
escape
the
the
game
Emperor's
think
judgment.
that she
This
was
is
still
unacceptable.
under the finest hour?
I will
effect?
not.
She's gonna take even further damage.
Rejoice in battle. Pain cleanses the body.
Yep.
No! These ruby flashes are choking me.
We also need to start pumping Cassia defensive ability. As of now, we were just focusing on her navigator offensive ability, but it's going
Suits my
to
purposes.
change soon. So yeah,
Already done.
we're just cleaning the remaining trash here. And if you
All
kill
too easy.
enough enemy here, the tech priest is going to take care of the rest, basically.
As the Emperor,
Yeah. Yeah. Just like that. That fight is done. Not hard at all. But I think it's going to be harder if, for instance, we are using the burst weapon or Argenta, and if we did not have any officer
The
in our
world
party.
will bow.
This is quite a difficult fight. We'll have to
Pay
try
attention.
another playthrough.
The world trembles
I
beneath
think
my feet.
it's going to be hard because of how the enemies are scattered around, and the sheer number of it.
Intriguing.
Well, if you did come here with a different strategy, do let me know in the comment. How is this fight? Is it hard?
Uncover my path.
Is it easy? Is it okay? Because with this strategy it's very easy, but it can be deceiving. Because basically with this strategy we do not give turn to the enemy. We are over abusing the extra turn ability of the officer, which is busted, if you ask me. Here we're going to kill him because that's the dogmatic way. That is the path that we follow in this playthrough. For no particular reason. It's just for roleplay purposes. I think Hobo is a dogmatic guy who's debating between that and a Koronus. What the other one called? Colonist? Colonetical? I don't know. Don't know why they are using
I tread a path unexplored.
difficult word like that, but hey, you're no class. And here is the remaining tech priest with head honcho. If you remember, we've been attacked by one of their guys earlier when we passed here in the first place. So we will confront them with that. But we are not here to kill them. We need them in order to get access to the last part of this temple. I don't think we can kill them. Don't think this is the kind of game where you can kill everyone, like in Wasteland. In Wasteland you can kill basically whoever you want. And if it provokes the reaction where you cannot progress the quest anymore, then it's your own damn fault. It's something I like also about Baldur's Gate. There is no really like essential NPC. I think you can kill whoever you want, however you want.
Embrace true power.
I think that's a thing in this game though. So yeah, you are going to attack the last section of this game. Not this game, this temple, I mean. There's still a long ways to go, I think, before the end of this game. We're just getting started. Meet this lady here. The leader of the lunatic spirit, basically. Of course, they have to worship the devil. Not the devil, the demon. But that is something in this universe, apparently. Demons. Not really creature from hell. They are creature from different, I would say universe, but it's not really a universe, but they're basically inside the warp, which is coincidentally the passageway for humanity to traverse the universe. It's basically like the relay thingy from Mass Effect that allow you to warp between different parts of the universe, basically. But it is controlled by the demons. Yes, like in D&D, they are chaotic creature, and our boys, the Emperor's children, are lawful. And the story is basically like Warcraft, where the hero, the chosen champion, has fallen to the corruption of the demon, which is called Horus, the first son of the Emperor. Because, yeah, the Emperor, which is the big boy of this universe, the hero basically, has how many sons? Really? Was it 20?
Not a problem for
is
me.
it 20, 21? Around that. They are all superhuman. And the first, the chosen champion Horus, has basically fallen to the dark side.
Never wavered in the face
So
of
he
adversity.
joined the demon, but he was stopped by the Emperor himself and many sacrifice. And now the Emperor is
Isn't
not
this a job for
dead,
the
but
serfs?
not alive. He's sitting on his throne, basically. It's just, how can we call him? He's like the battery right now, and he's feeding on 1,000
I'll do
people
it.
every day. So
As
I
the
don't know
Emperor
about you, but
commands, I act.
don't think that he's a hero. But it is not his choice, though. I think they put him there because after the battle with his son,
The
he was
enemies of the
grave
Emperor
mortally
will be
wounded.
undone. Each strike
They are
is
trying to
prayer.
keep him alive, and they are trying to make him a god, despite him saying
Faith
that he
without
don't want to
deeds
be
is
a god.
worthless.
Yep. The Warhammer universe is really fucked up.
You,
It's
my
green,
Emperor,
dark, just how I love
doubt
it.
is for the weak.
Everything is grey. I think the favorite sons of the Emperor,
I am a navigator.
the
not a
favorite among the
servitor.
communities,
Now your plan is
Lionel
done.
Johnson and Repute Gilliman, basically.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered
The
around.
Lion.
As the Emperor
Yeah,
commands,
they are
I
both
act.
cool. Aesthetically, I prefer Repute Gilliman, but character-wise, I think I prefer Lionel Johnson,
In the name of House Orcelia,
but I don't know
I
enough
shall
about it to
prevail.
really
I
judge
will
them.
bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. I'll do it.
Because
For you, my Emperor.
apparently
Faith
they are
without deeds is
also in
worthless.
a state
That
of
is not the Emperor's
dead,
will.
but not really. At least for Repute Gilliman.
None can escape the
I
Emperor's
think he
judgment.
was mortally poisoned by one of his
I will
brother, his
not.
fallen brother. So he's in a state similar to
For the
the
weak. Each stroke is a
the
prayer.
Emperor, his father, and the Lionel
do it.
Johnson. I think he was dead, but then
As the Emperor
was
commands,
resurrected for some reason. And also all of the sons of the Emperor are
I'll do it.
prodigious psyker, basically. But there is one question that I don't know. Where are the navigators in terms of power leveling? How strong are they? Because I heard that they were supposed to be very strong, like Cassia, I mean. But how do they compare to Psyker
Let's see
and
to
the Primarch? I think the Emperor is the highest level of Psyker,
For the throne's glory.
which is basically an anomaly. And the Primarch, or I don't know
Get me a target.
what level they are, but there is this one son of the Emperor, Magus or Magnus.
Ruin
I
beckons.
think he was the most gifted among the son of the Emperor
One step
as far
closer.
as the psychic ability goes.
Purpose guides
He's
me.
basically like the Archmage. but he also has fallen into the dark side and is living in the world, I think. I think there are few good Primarch alive right now in the universe. I would really love an anime for this Warhammer universe, one like Castlevania. I think they did a really good job with Castlevania, or like The Witcher. The Witcher anime is okay. I think there is even one that revolves around Geralt that is going to go out soon.
I don't have time for this.
I think the only problem with Witcher
Suits
anime
my
is
purposes.
that was created by scratch by the director,
I'll do it.
the one who wrote the script. And I think the
As the
one
Emperor
who
commands, I
write
act.
the script in the Witcher, don't think they like the material at all. I think they think as a Hollywood guy or girl. They're just thinking about making
As
a
the Emperor
Hollywood-esque
commands, I
movie.
act.
I think that's why the
I'm
Witcher
in
series
race.
with Henry Cavill was terrible. Yes, it was absolutely trash. Because they don't care at all about the source material. They're just doing whatever they want. That is never a good sign. It happened. And the thing is, it does happen time and time and again. Where when you deviate too much from the source material,
Running binary override.
you're bound to failure. Like Game of Thrones, the first few seasons were great, but at the end, towards the end, when they didn't have enough material to adapt into the series anymore, it went downhill. It was terrible. That is really not their fault, because George R.R. Martin does not want, for some reason, to publish the follow-up of the story. He's doing everything but writing the follow-up of the book. So if you're a Game of Thrones fan, well, you'll know the pain, because the series was not satisfying at all, at least in terms of the ending. I think the first few seasons were great. I loved them, but the ending, oof,
Faith without
know
deeds
how.
is worthless.
and who did approve of it? It's ridiculous.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
They should have
Justice for the world
abandoned
can
the
escape
series,
the Emperor's judgment.
just ended on the seasons 5, I think. But they were too greedy. I mean, they hyped up the White Walker like crazy, and they are
Careful not to cross
killed
my gate.
just like that in one episode without showing anything at all. What the hell was that? Terrible.
Me? If you insist,
Know
Lord,
what
try
they
to
were
die with
thinking.
grace, at least.
The Witcher series,
If I may,
not only they changed all of the character,
I'll do it. As As the Emperor
they changed
commands, I
all
act.
of the lore as well. Like Kermon, my god, they butcher it like crazy. If you don't like the source material, why are you even directing the thing in the first place? Like, why? What are you trying to achieve?
I won't object to it.
I think it happens also in the Marvel universe right now
Chaos, I
and the
strive.
DC universe. I think the
I
people
need
directing
no
those
guidance.
movies right now are not fan of the source material at all.
The ruin beckons.
I think they are just trying to ride on the success and the money, and by doing so ruining the entire franchise. I think the last good Marvel movie was Spider-Man No Way Home, and before that it was Endgame basically.
As the Emperor
Although I still prefer Infinity War. I think it still is my favorite Marvel movie
There is no mercy
of all
found
time.
in my heart.
I just loved it. The battle with Thanos and Doctor Strange, Iron Man and Spider-Man. I think it was
that is
pinnacle.
not the Emperor's will. I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's
Endgame
judgment.
is good, but
Each
not at
trust
that
and
level.
prayer.
And the No Way Home is
Doubt is
great.
the way. I'll do it.
That one was superb. Oh yeah,
As the
that is
Emperor
basically
commands,
why
I act.
I want an
I'll do
anime
it.
version
This
of
is
this,
why I was
because if you
As
make
the
a
Emperor,
movie out of
my
this,
Emperor.
I don't think the Space Marine, which are the coolest part of this universe,
I find
don't think the
purpose.
CGI on them will look good, but I don't know, because there's a talk
Not my
right
specialty.
now that Henry Cavill is going to make a movie about this universe. Don't think if he is going to be a Space Marine or just an Inquisitor or just a regular
I
soldier.
don't have time for this.
I don't know, because it's difficult. Like Warcraft, think the story was okay with Warcraft the movie, but the CGI was not terrible, but it's not great. For that one as well, I think they should have sticked to 3D animation or animate. This universe does not work well in a movie. I think this Warhammer can work if they do not include the crazy stuff like the Space Marine, so on. If they just stick to regular battle
God Emperor,
between
move
the
through me.
normal
Be the fire in my heart.
armies with the Psykers, the Inquisitor and stuff, I think
Doubt
it
is
will
for the
work
weak.
great. But if they go into the demon stuff, don't think it's going to work. Just detrimental. I think they should stick to the anime. Because again, Castlevania was amazing. That was beautiful. They did justice to that franchise. They've done right by it. And the Witcher anime was okay. Not great, But okay. Eager to wait about the next one. And we'll include Geralt. And they did pick the original voice actor from Witcher 3 for Geralt, so I think he was amazing. But yeah, as you can see, this fight was easy as long as you stick to one side first, then clean up the other side. And there is, I think, a bug because some of the enemy never, they had the chance to move or do something, but they did not do anything.
The world trembles
So there's
at my
that.
feet.
I hope they fix it. But yeah, that is I think that's it about the temple.
Intriguing.
That is all. But yeah, please stick around to this, to here. Thank you very much.
Powers unseen
If you
uncover my
enjoyed
path.
what you've seen today, please do leave a like. Consider subscribing for more. And if you have any suggestion
Let's
or
seize
if
the
you
opportunity.
wanna ask something, please do let me know in the comment. But yeah, thank you for sticking around.
I tread a path unexplored.
Just get into position where we can go back to the ship.
The world will bow.
There is nothing more to be done here. Do let me know if you want to see the level up system, because I'm keeping it off screen. But yeah, thank you guys. See you next time. Peace.